Hey everyone, it is Trevor. Welcome back to another episode of the Weight Loss War podcast. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of January. I had to look down and actually see. As always, we're going to start with a quote. Today's is by Wayne Dyer, who said, "The only limits you have are the limits you believe." So I wanted to share that because sometimes we end up focusing on the negative, right? Or we limit ourselves on what is possible. I know in my own life, I say things like, I can't be fit. I can't have a six pack. I can't, whatever. You can say things all the time. I'll never be fill in the blank. But there are things that we can do. The only limits you have are the limits you believe. Now, obviously, take that with a grain of salt. I am never going to be 6'7". I am lucky to call myself 5'7" some days. But set a goal. Think of something that you truly want, whether that's to be fit, whether that's to be a millionaire, whether that's to bench press 145, whether that's anything. My brother thinks he can be on the PGA Tour. He wants to be really good at golf. And so if he goes out and he doesn't shoot under par, he is upset. Me, when I played golf more often, I was happy if I shot under 100, you know? But the point is, the only limit you have is the limit you place on yourself. If you are willing to work for it, if you are willing to put in the effort, make a plan, make achievable steps that will lead from where you are now to where you want to be, there is nothing that you can do that won't, what am I trying to say? There is nothing that will stop you from getting there. You just have to remove the limits that you believe. Now, I know that's easy to say. And of course, the natural result is then, okay, we have to go out and work for it. We have to do. But the first step is always that mental step. I keep bringing it up. That's why I started this podcast, because the first thing we have to do is change our mindset from what is possible to actually know what we can do and then to work for it and then be realistic about where the goal is ending. We call it the Weight Loss War podcast because the war doesn't end when you lose weight. That's when you have to dig down and fight even harder. You have to remove the limit in your mind that all you have to do is get down. No, you have to get down and then work to not lose the progress that you have made. If you want to bench press 325 pounds, you can work towards that. That is something that you can do. It may take a long time, but you can work at it every week, put in the time, eat right, work on your recovery, be at the gym every day, not missing a workout, learning proper form, increasing what you can do and giving it 100% every time you go. It may not happen overnight, but it can happen. And if you stick to it and you're willing to work on it and remove the limit in your mind that you'll never get there, you can do anything. People prove that all the time. People set goals that seem impossible, but because they believe it, they achieve it. So I wanted to leave that with us today to talk about that today, to encourage you to think about what beliefs are limiting you. What do you believe that is a limit, that is something that is stopping you from achieving your goal? If that is something that you believe, like I said, take it with a grain of salt, but any achievable health goal, any achievable life goal, that is doable. Remove the limits, change the way you're thinking, and you can do anything. Now, I hope that doesn't sound too preachy. I hope that you all understand where I'm coming from with that, what I mean. But don't limit yourself. We can do it and we can do it together. I will be your biggest cheerleader. If you need any help, any encouragement, I am with you. All you have to do is reach out. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.